Later today, President, the First Lady of the Vice President, and the Second Gentleman will mark the solemn milestone of 500,000 American lives lost to COVID-19. This is what he continues to say. They will ask all Americans to join in a moment of silence during a candle-lighting ceremony at sundown. President Biden will also deliver remarks and order all flags on the federal property be lowered at half-staff for the next 5 days. So they're celebrating the 500,000 mark, and I wonder how many of those he's responsible for.
All right, Paul wants to hear some of the president tonight from the White House. Here is a little bit of how he started his remarks. Go ahead, G.
Each day, I receive a small card in my pocket that I carry with me in my schedule.
Okay.
It shows the number of Americans who have been infected by or died from COVID-19. Today, we mark a truly grim, heartbreaking milestone. 500,071 dead. That's more Americans who have died in 1 year in this pandemic than in World War I, World War II, and the Vietnam War combined.
And they all voted for you.
That's more lives lost to this virus than any other nation on earth. But as we acknowledge the scale of this mass death in America, we remember each person and the life they lived. There are people we knew. There are people we feel like we knew. Read the obituaries and remembrances. The son who called his mom every night just to check in. The father's daughter who lit up his world. The best friend who was always there. The nurse and nurses, but the nurse who made her patients want to live.
All right, so just hold it a second here, G. A couple thoughts on this, because obviously 500,000 dead. There's nothing. I'll try to say this. There's nothing funny here and nothing to joke about, obviously. But if the Democrats and Joe Biden want to have a discussion about life, death, morality, those kinds of discussions, I think anybody in the Republican Party, conservatives, would welcome that discussion. And the reason I bring this up, because it is a grim milestone, but Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the Democratic Party, the Democrat media, for months, politicized every death that occurred during coronavirus. Politicized every death. Every TV station had a chart, had a graph, talked about it nonstop. They tried to lay every single one of the deaths he's talking about right now at the feet of the former president. Now, you notice they don't do that to him. 100,000, maybe more now, of the 500,000 he's talking about have died since January 20th, since he's been in office. The death rate is up 20% since he went into office. So none of this is easy to talk about. None of it's fun to discuss. And none of it should be politicized as what they did.